Hi, welcome to Love the Movie Troy. This is Troy and this is the channel where we talk about movies. So look, check me out. In this episode, we're going to be talking about The Mandalorian. Alright, this is a good ass fucking episode. I love this episode. You see the smile on my face. The Mandalorian, in terms of action, has stepped it up this season. Man, it's so well directed. They're getting great talent to direct this series. They did phenomenal on this episode. And the director of this episode is Robert Rodriguez. He's a good director. They got good talent to direct this episode. The episode is called The Tragedy, and it's about carrying on from the last episode. I like how this episode was a continuation from the last episode. It wasn't no filler episode in between and then we jump into what we were dealing with. No, in this episode we go straight to the planet where Mando had to go to drop off Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda is supposed to be put on this rock, and the rock is gonna connect Baby Yoda to the Force, and some Jedi should come to train Baby Yoda. And that's what they do. They go to this rock and put Baby Yoda on the rock, and then boom, the Force shield comes up, and so some Jedi should be appearing. Well, no. You know who appeared? Oh, spoiler. I gotta say that. I gotta say that. We gotta let people know this is spoiler, right? Territory. So if you haven't seen this episode, don't watch this video. Who showed up was motherfucking Boba Fett. Now listen. Boba Fett, I gotta say, Boba Fett is my top 5 favorite characters of all time. We haven't even seen a lot of Boba Fett. But just in the minimal stuff we've seen from Boba Fett, he's such a badass. And I think that might have something to do with why I like him so much. He's so mysterious. We never got to have an understanding of who he is. All we know is Boba Fett is a badass bounty hunter. He first appeared in Empire Strikes Back, and now he's appearing in this. Oh wow. Well, he appears in this episode because Mando took his armor and he tracked down Mando and he wanted his armor back. And wow, like that's one of the fears, right? When these big corporations take over a character that you loved from the past, you're like, man, please don't ruin the character. No, they didn't. He's a destructive savage. He's dominating dudes through the whole episode. And the guy that plays Boba Fett did a phenomenal job. He's an extraordinary actor. He did a good job. This was action from beginning to end, and shit went down. Boba Fett appears. Then the Empire appears because they want Baby Yoda. They tracked him down because they put a tracking beacon in the ship of the Mandalorian. So they tracked him down. They tracked him to this island, and boom, all you see is stormtroopers coming out, blasting. Right now, Boba Fett, he adopted him a bad bitch that she's loyal to Boba Fett because Boba Fett saved her life. So she's loyal to Boba Fett. And she's taking dudes out, destroying stormtroopers, right? Mando get knocked the hell out because Baby Yoda, he's trying to save Baby Yoda because he knows that the Empire is coming for him, but he can't because the Force shield is up and it's knocked him out. So he's out, right? It's like, and it's only the female character. She's dope. I like her. I like that character. She's so cool. Her name is, and she does her thing. She has great aim. I felt bad for her because it was a couple of times where she was on her own. She had to do it by herself. Boom, 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 taking dudes out. It was incredible. This episode was incredible. We got to see Moff Gideon and the black saber. You just felt bad because they end up kidnapping Baby Yoda, and you're like, oh man, why they do Baby Yoda like that, man? Like, dang it. They let Baby Yoda get captured. Now, Mando is mad. He's about to go save Baby Yoda. He about to put in work, and now he got Boba Fett on his side. Oh my goodness. And Boba Fett, once he put on his armor, and we seen Boba Fett in his Boba Fett armor for the first time since Return of the Jedi, he put in work. He put in work. He actually put in the most work I've ever seen on this show. And I love how they did him justice. Boba Fett, like I said again, he's my top 5 favorite characters, man. And I just love how they did him so much justice. And I just want to see more from him. He's just great. Now, in terms of the negatives, this is where I'm so conflicted. I love this episode. I love this show. But I gotta admit, this show is not about the Mandalorian no more. This show is a fan service show now. This show became about cameos and showing all the cool characters of the universe. This show has shrunk the universe of Star Wars. When they first announced this show, one of the things I loved about the idea of the show was it's a show that takes place after Return of the Jedi. So this is the first Star Wars material that we got that takes place after Return of the Jedi, besides the new trilogy, right? Besides Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and the third garbage. This takes place after that. So I was always have the impression that we're leaving past characters behind. As much as I love these characters, I want to see new characters. This is a galaxy far, far away, a humongous galaxy with trillions of different creatures and aliens and villains out there for the Mandalorian to face. And just this season alone, man, we've seen so many Clone Wars characters. I was like, what? You know, we've seen so many characters, and this show has became, like I said, a fan service show. That's what it is now. The Mandalorian, he's been sidelined 3 times already. He's been sidelined 3 times where he's not the guy. You know, he's just the sidekick of his own show, because they got these other great characters that has already got shine time, has already done their thing. They're appearing in the show, and in some instances it don't even make sense. Like Bo-Katan, to me, it didn't make sense for Bo-Katan to show up. Bo-Katan should be an old woman by now, you know, and she's still young, look the same, doing her thing. It's like, wait a minute, you were in the Clone Wars, like, you know. You could argue the same for Ahsoka, but she was young when she first came on the scene, so it makes sense if she's like an older lady. But Ahsoka, she's still alive after all this time. Boba Fett's still alive, so that's why I just feel like it's about fan service, and most Star Wars fans don't care. They don't care about continuity. They don't care about none of that stuff. It's just about fun, and so, well, and again, that's something some people are okay with. Me, I think about story over anything. As much as I love characters, as much as I love action, as much as I love fun, it's about continuity, it's about story, it's about character, and it's about expanding the universe, not shrinking it. So that's why I'm conflicted, because I love I'm a hypocrite. I love the season, I love the show, I love the episodes, I love seeing these characters, but at the same time I want to witness and feel something new. So that's just my overall thoughts on this season and this episode. It was a great episode. I love the episode. I can't wait to see what happens next. And yeah, so stay tuned. I'm going to be here to review it. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. Thank you.